If you scroll through social media lately, you've probably seen the term gentle parenting. For some, it sounds like the secret to raising happy, emotionally intelligent kids. For others, it sounds like a recipe for raising entitled brats who walk all over you. But what is it actually? Is it just letting your kids do whatever they want? And what happens when you try to be gentle and your toddler still throws a tantrum in the grocery store? Today, we are digging into the research. We're going to break down what gentle parenting really is, how it affects your child's brain, and most importantly, what to do when it feels like it just isn't working. First, let's clear up the biggest misconception. Gentle parenting is not permissive parenting. Psychologists generally look at parenting on two scales: how demanding you are, your expectations and boundaries, and how supportive you are, your warmth and responsiveness. Permissive parenting is high on warmth but low on rules. It avoids conflict and acts more like a friendship. Authoritarian parenting is the because I said so style, high on rules but low on warmth and support. Gentle parenting actually falls under the authoritative style. It's characterized by having high expectations and firm boundaries, but maintaining high warmth and empathy while enforcing them. It's about being a tender teacher rather than a punisher. So how do you do that? According to the experts, there are 4 pillars to this approach. First, empathy. This means validating your child's feelings, even if their behavior is wrong. You might say, "I know you're mad that we have to leave the park," before you enforce the rule that it's time to go. You're acknowledging their emotion without giving in to the demand. Second is respect. It's treating children as individuals. You don't demand respect just because you're the adult. You model it. You speak to them how you'd want to be spoken to. Third is understanding. This is huge. It means knowing what is developmentally appropriate. For example, a 2-year-old has very little impulse control. Their prefrontal cortex just isn't there yet. They physically cannot wait a minute easily. Punishing them for being impulsive is like punishing them for being short. It's just how they are built right now. And finally, boundaries. This is where so many people get it wrong. Gentle parenting requires limits. It isn't about avoiding no. It's about how you say no. Instead of yelling to instill fear, you calmly hold and enforce the limit you've set. Why does this matter? Well, your parenting style actually shapes your child's brain structure. Research shows that positive, responsive parenting is associated with better development in the amygdala, which handles emotion, and the prefrontal cortex, which handles decision-making and impulse control. On the flip side, harsh or aggressive parenting is interpreted by a child's brain as a threat to survival. This constant stress can lead to the child internalizing problems, increasing the risk of anxiety and depression later in life. Studies consistently show that children raised with that authoritative, gentle balance tend to have better emotional regulation, higher self-esteem, and even better academic performance. Okay, that sounds great on paper. But let's be real, this is really hard work. One major criticism of gentle parenting is that it is incredibly time and energy intensive. It requires you, the parent, to have immense self-control. You have to regulate your own emotions before you can help your child regulate theirs. And let's be honest, after a long day, when you're touched out and exhausted, that can feel impossible. Surveys show that many parents trying this style feel a high degree of self-critique and pressure. There is a very real risk of parental burnout if you feel you must be perfectly calm 100% of the time. You are human, and you will have limits. Also, if you're trying to be gentle and your child is hitting you, simply saying, "I see you're mad," might not stop the hitting. Research suggests that for some children, especially those with more intense temperaments, gentle strategies alone might not be enough to stop serious, challenging behaviors. You need more tools in your toolbox. So what do you do when the empathy and the soft voice just aren't working? Here are 3 research-backed strategies that fit within a healthy parenting framework but offer more structure. First, logical consequences. Gentle parenting avoids arbitrary punishments, but consequences are necessary. These should be logical, meaning they fit the crime. If a child throws a toy, the logical consequence is that the toy gets put away for the day. This teaches cause and effect without shaming the child. The lesson is about the action, not about them being a bad kid. Second, selective attention. This is also called planned ignoring. If your child is whining or doing a minor annoying behavior just to get a reaction, sometimes the best move is to ignore the behavior, not the child, and immediately give them positive attention when they stop or speak in a normal voice. Attention is a powerful tool. You want to feed the behaviors you want to see grow and starve the ones you don't. Third, let's talk about the time-out debate. Many gentle parenting circles ban time-outs, calling them harmful. However, research indicates that when used correctly, not as a punishment, but as a break to calm down, timeouts are not harmful and can be very effective. It's not about isolating them in anger. It's about a time in for safety, a moment to reset when emotions are too high for anyone to think clearly. You can even go with them. To wrap this up, remember that your tactics must change as your child grows. A quick cheat sheet. For ages 1 to 2, your best friends are distraction and redirection. They don't understand logic yet. Focus on preventing accidents. At age 3, keep consequences short. They can handle a quiet time of about 3 minutes. By age 4, give plenty of warnings for transitions. They really struggle to switch tasks. From age 5 and up, you can start using simple reward charts. They can understand delayed gratification better now. And for ages 6 to 10, focus on problem solving. Ask them, "This isn't working. What do you think we should do about this?" Involve them in finding the solution. Ultimately, gentle parenting isn't about being a perfect robot who never gets angry. It's about prioritizing your relationship with your child above all else. It means trying to be a coach rather than a dictator. And if you lose your cool, that's okay. The most important step is what comes next. Apologize, repair the relationship, and try again. That repair is actually where the strongest bonds are built. It teaches them that mistakes happen, but love and connection are what truly matter. Thanks for watching. Please hit that like button and subscribe.